because it is futile sometimes just to talk and to write, important as those things are. But in the end, we need to have a call to action. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying talking is useless. Talking is very important. Writing is very important. Thinking, even, is very, very important. But all of those things, if they are not followed by action, concerted action, then they are meaningless. And it is the reason why I'm going to try to answer the question, what is to be done? So, I think I'm qualified to answer that question. I've been involved in the struggle for liberation for almost 50 years now. So I think I've earned the right to ask and answer my own questions. So just to give you perspective, when Job Sikhala was born on the 30th of October 1972, I was already 10 years old. So he's my younger brother, not even directly, probably by 2 or 3 other siblings. But I always say when I talk to our comrades from Zimbabwe that we might be older in terms of age, but politically they are older than us, because the liberation, or so-called liberation, of Zimbabwe came in 1980. When some of us, in fact, that was when that liberation came, it was my first stint in detention. Literally in 1980 was the first time I was detained in this country at the age of 17. And tortured and all the things that you've heard about. So for some of us, the struggle was just beginning when yours was ending. Now, when you hear the story then of somebody who was a student activist like I was, who aspired to live in a better country, and who even in the early, or rather in the late 90s, was already dabbling with the formation of a new political party. This was, again, if you compare with our struggle here, this was the time for us where we thought everything is just going to happen. You know, our freedom is finally going to come, the land is going to come back. And yet our comrades in Zimbabwe were already seeing that this so-called liberation movement thing is a pipe dream. And so when we were starry-eyed and believing that everything is just going to, the land of milk and honey is going to rain on us, they were already realizing that there's a problem.